This is our electric meter. It's below grade. We have a grounding rod right here. That's a good thing. Got a slip joint. Good thing. We're on the east side of the garage. This is the service receptacle on this side of the structure for what we're about to get to. Let's reset you because we found you to be tripped. Why were you tripped? Okay, but you're working. GFCI. You know what I don't see? I don't see, well actually that's got the button on it, so I never called that out for that, like I was about to. But this is the service disconnect for the condensing unit behind this bush here. You're supposed to have 30 inches of clearance over here. That's what you're supposed to have. Look like 30 inches of clearance to you. It doesn't look like 30 inches of clearance to me. I wasn't actually even going to look in here. So you caught me in the middle of my process. So there we are. That's what the disconnect looks like. So we've got that. And you kind of back up in here and put you back up. But still insufficient clearance. I'm gonna put it in my pocket or whatever. Tear it up, bud. Okay. Fast as I can. Okay. Now we're going to roll over here. We're supposed to have 30 inches of clearance. Actually, around the block, we're supposed to have 12 inches of clearance. As this bush grows, it's blocking the airflow through your coils. You need these coils, because these coils help move the heat out from your house. In fact, if I look down in here, take another little study. Right, yep. Okay, I was wondering if it might be a heat pump. It doesn't look like it is one yet. Okay, but sometimes they hide the reversing valve on this because this is an Amana. Amana is manufactured by American Standard, which is manufactured by Train, which is manufactured by Genitrol, which is manufactured by Amana. So it's all pretty much the same stuff. And this is a 3-ton system. I haven't checked the breakers. I don't know if it's properly fused yet or not. But our coils are a little bit dirty and the bush is too close. And over here we see we've got our refrigerant piping. That's the right type of insulation. However, over here, if we look at our refrigerant service ports, our refrigerant piping service valve ports, our Schrader valves, look that up in the dictionary, our Schrader valve caps, okay, the caps on our valve ports over here, our service ports, those should have been anti-theft. They put the wrong types of caps on there. Does it change the way anything works? No, it doesn't change the way everything works. Was it installed properly? No, it wasn't installed properly. This unit is about 6 years old. Okay, on paper, they're engineered to last 20 years. You may get 30 years out of it, and I hope so. I hope I get 30 years out of mine, and I'm getting close. But Las Vegas is going to give you 14 years. That's about how long these systems last. This is a 6-year-old system. I'm not going to say that it's going to die on its 14th birthday. I've seen them die on their 3rd day. So, all kinds of, variables and extremes and exceptions. But just so that you got a working knowledge of your equipment, this is about a 14-year system. We're about 6 years into the house. Now, the refrigerant that's in this system is R410A, and a lot of us are aware of R22 becoming obsolete and expensive. I've got one at home, but fewer of us are aware that the replacement refrigerant, which was 410A, is itself becoming obsolete. 410A is no longer manufactured in the United States. It's no longer legally imported in the United States. Yes, they do have stockpiles of it. And so for a long time, you're going to be able to get it serviced for some time. You'll be able to get it serviced. But they can recondition refrigerant. So, but as the refrigerant becomes more scarce, okay, supply and demand. Today, you can buy an R410A condensing unit just like this on the shelf. But they're not putting any new ones on the shelf. They're not making parts for this. It's imperative that this is serviced regularly so that you can get as much use out of it as you can. Because as long as there's a compressor on the shelf, they can sell you one. As long as there's a coil on the shelf or a valve on the shelf, they can sell you one. But they can't replace them. When the inventory is depleted, it's not going to be restocked. So there I go, preaching again.